right, and we are getting breaking news now. Zakir Naik, the controversial Islamic preacher who's facing an inquiry back home, now has issued yet another video statement, a clarification of sorts, where he has said, and I quote, that he's spoken to Bangladeshi government officials. Apparently, they've told him that they do not believe that Naik is responsible for the Dhaka attack. Let's first listen in to that entire video uncut.
The Quran says in Surah Jurah chapter number 14 and verse 6 that whenever you get information, you check it up before you pass it on to the third person. Unfortunately, almost all of the media throughout the world, they do not follow this guidance given in the glorious Quran. And this is exactly what happened just recently when an article came in most of the Indian newspapers, headlines, as well as the news channels, that I was responsible for inspiring one of the terrorists of the attack in Dhaka in Bangladesh. I inspired him to do this act of killing innocent human beings. I did a little research and tried to find out what was the story behind this. And when I spoke to the Bangladeshi official government people, they told me that they do not believe that I inspired this Bangladeshi terrorist to do this act of killing innocent people. That's the different issue. That yes, he was my fan. And there are millions of fans of mine throughout the world. And particularly in Bangladesh, Alhamdulillah, more than 90% know me and more than 50% are my fans. So he may have been my fan, but to say that I inspired him to kill innocent human beings is devilish. But this story occurred the first time in one of the leading newspapers of Bangladesh, the Daily Star. And what they did to sensationalize it, when they knew he was my fan, they went on to say that Dr. Zakir Naik, an Islamic preacher, he inspired the terrorist to do this act of killing innocent people, which is devilish. And this was picked up by the Indian media without verifying it. I challenge any of the media, whether it be the newspaper or from the channels, to show me any official source from the Bangladeshi government which says that they believe that this act was inspired by Dr. Zakir Naik of killing innocent human beings.
India Today's Mustafa Sheikh now joins us for more on that story. Mustafa, how can Zakir Naik claim to have been given a clean chit when on record we've got ministers from the government of Bangladesh saying that his role in radicalizing, indoctrinating people in Bangladesh and India should be probed by the Indian government? Who has given him this clean chit?
Padmaja, there are two things to understand. First, Zakir Naik has not named any person to whom which he has spoken in Bangladeshi government. The second thing, it remains the fact that though there is a suspicion against him, but there is no official case registered by any agency, Indian or Bangladeshi. So yes, there is some sort of leeway which Zakir Naik at this point of time has, because the case cannot be made out directly against him. It seems that the guy, the accused who had done the terrorist attack in Dhaka, was inspired by him. So the inspiration may not be direct, or maybe at this point of time the Bangladeshi government doesn't have enough evidence to book a case against Zakir Naik. So maybe that's what the hate speech part is being investigated, and whether he can be prosecuted for that or not. So it remains the fact that there is no direct evidence, but yes, there is suspicion and there is circumstantial evidence to suggest that he may have taken some inspiration from Zakir Naik, which Zakir Naik also is he's accepting this fact. But to relate him to the terror attack is something which is under investigation and which only will be coming to light after due investigation.
All right, Mustafa, also, any word from the Maharashtra police about what possible action could be taken, if at all, against Zakir Naik when he comes back to India, given that the government has already said that his speeches should be investigated and scrutinized?
Yes, Padmana, all the speeches of Zakir Naik which are available freely on YouTube are being gone through the Mumbai police officials, and they're from the team, and they're going through the speeches, and they'll also analyze what repercussions can those sentences have, and second thing, what sections can be applicable to Zakir Naik. So all these things are being analyzed by the Mumbai police, and also they are in touch with Bangladeshi agencies also if they get any evidence against Dr. Naik. But at this point of time, everyone has said that they are inquiring. Zakir Naik and IRF is under scrutiny, but there is no evidence or case made out till now.
All right, for now, Mustafa, thank you very much for joining us with details of that story. As the chorus for the banning and prosecution of Zakir Naik grows, Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh has promised immediate action. He said that the government has taken cognizance of the complaints made and speeches of this controversial preacher are being examined. He's assured that the government will not compromise on terror and the word of the law will be followed. Meanwhile, the Maharashtra government has also said that action will be taken against the cable operators who illegally aired Zakir Naik's Peace TV. The foreign funding received by Naik's Islamic Research Foundation and his FCRA license have also come under the scanner. Agencies are trying to figure out where the funds were seeded in India and for what purpose.
जाकिर नाइक की केसेस का हम लोगों ने कॉग्निजेंस लिया है और इस संबंध में आवश्यक निर्देश जारी किए गए हैं। उनकी स्पीचेज और उनकी जो सीडीज हैं उनकी स्पीचेज को प्रॉपर्ली एग्जामिन किया जा रहा है। जो जस्टिफाइड होगा वह किया जाएगा और इतना मैं आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं कि जहां तक भारत सरकार का प्रश्न है, टेररिज्म से किसी भी सूरत में हम लोग कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करेंगे।
जरूर जांच होगी। जिस एरिया में ये बताया गया है उस एरिया की जानकारी हम संबंधित विभाग से और पुलिस विभाग से भी लेंगे और जिन्होंने दिखाया है उस केबल ऑपरेटर का लाइसेंस रद्द किया जाएगा। उस पर फौजदारी कार्रवाई भी करने की कोशिश यहाँ पे हमारे तरफ से रहेगी।
And this is a fresh revelation against Zakir Naik. His Mumbai-based organization is doing much more than just preaching about religion. It has been found to be linked to terror mastermind Hafiz Saeed. Naik's Islamic Research Foundation was listed on Hafiz Saeed's terror group Jamaat-ud-Dawa's official website. Intelligence agencies have now launched a probe after this fresh disclosure.
So you as a Muslim saying that Osama bin Laden is right or wrong, have you checked up? Bombing in Nigeria, American consulate, Osama bin Laden, headline. Did or not, we don't know. But if you ask my view, if he's on the truth, if he's fighting the enemies of Islam, I'm for him.
The man who lavished praise on Osama bin Laden has strong connections with India's enemy number one, Hafiz Saeed, the mastermind of 26/11 attacks on Mumbai. Investigations have revealed that the controversial Preachers Mumbai-based organization is listed on Hafiz Saeed's Jamaat-ud-Dawa website.
That is Jamaat-ud-Dawa's actual website that we're going to access and go into the history of it. Here it provides you a timeline of the website since it actually began. Let's go to 2008, the year when the 26/11 attack actually happened. The first date after the attack happened is the 24th of December. Let's give it a click and see where it actually takes us. Here's what the Jamaat-ud-Dawa website of Pakistan, the official website, looked like on the 24th of December 2008, just a few days after the attack actually began. It has a large number of links there, but mysteriously, among the affiliated links, if I could draw your attention here, is IRF. And IRF is the Islamic Research Foundation that belongs to and is run by Dr. Zakir Naik. If we click on this link, it opens up into another page, which is the Islamic Research Foundation's official page of that time. It even suspiciously has something right there on the front page calling attention to the Dawa training program.
After the revelation, petitions have been filed with the Maharashtra Police and the Union Home Ministry seeking an investigation into the apparent link between Jamaat-ud-Dawa and Zakir Naik's organization. India Today has learned Rahil Sheikh, one of the masterminds of the 2006 Mumbai train blasts, was also influenced by Zakir Naik. After the shocking disclosure, Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has directed the police to examine Zakir Naik's speeches that inspired the terrorists to execute the train blasts that killed close to 187 people. And police have been deployed outside the Mumbai office of the foundation run by the Islamic preacher.
Police protection has been given to Zakir Naik office, Islamic Research Foundation. We are right now at Dongri, where the police bandobast could be seen. One vehicle, 3 to 4 policemen are been posted here for the protection of this particular office.
Meanwhile, fresh political slugfest began between the BJP and the Congress over a 2012 video in which Congress leader Digvijay Singh is seen hugging the messenger of hatred. With political parties like Shiv Sena leading the charge, the demand has grown in India to ban Zakir Naik. Terror evangelist Zakir Naik is banned in UK and Canada for his hate speeches, but he continues to spread his web of hate via his millions of followers across the world who can easily access his message of terror on the internet and social media. As fresh terror links emerge against Naik, it remains to be seen when the government shuts his terror factory in India. Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, and Sri Ravi Shankar has clarified on sharing the dais with Zakir Naik. Sri has said that he was invited by a Congress MLA for a discussion where he was speaking on Hinduism. In fact, he's gone on to say that Zakir Naik insulted Hinduism even during the event where Sri says he spoke about only harmony and peace. This clarification now coming in from Sri after Digvijay Singh pointed out that why are people only attacking him for sharing a dais with Zakir Naik when the same has been done by Sri Ravi Shankar as well. And now Sri has clarified. Listen. In fact, we are going to get you that reaction from Sri in just a couple of seconds. But that first clarification has now come in from Sri Ravi Shankar, where he has said that he shared the dais with Zakir Naik only because he was invited to talk about peace and harmony by a Congress MLA, and even during the event Zakir Naik had insulted the Hindu religion. We've got Rohini Swami now joining us on the phone line. If Zakir Naik did make inflammatory comments even during that event, was there any kind of protest by Sri Ravi Shankar? What does he have to say about that, Rohini?
Well, that is the point that is being raised by Roshan Beg, saying at that point of time not much of protest was seen, and even though at that point of time when Zakir Naik was quoting from Sri Ravi Shankar's book, and also while he was quoting, so he had distorted certain messages that Sri Ravi Shankar wrote in the book. Even then,
all right, Rohini will try and get back to her in just a second, but Sri Ravi Shankar has now said that it was on the invitation of a Congress MLA that he had gone for this particular event, the images of which you're seeing right now. And why this is now in the news is because Digvijay Singh has raked up this particular video where rubbing shoulders with Zakir Naik is Sri Ravi Shankar.